Pisces, I'm getting so much for you right now, so let me hurry up and just say a bunch of things. Okay, take note. The movie The Crow could be important. There's a interview where FK Twigs is talking about the fashion in the movie, and she mentions that I think some of the fashion was done by some students, some fashion students. So, and then she talks about one outfit was made by, I think, a friend of her that she named, I think she said the name was Freya. Anyways, what's wild is that came through, and this card represents Freya. Freya, the goddess, the Norse goddess. So I felt called to mention that for some reason because of the Love and Blood, that story of that movie has to do with love and then later on with violence, right? And there's a lot of layers and levels to it, but that's coming through. I'm also getting Crimson Peak, which recently came up in a pick a card reading that I have on my YouTube channel, so you may feel called to watch that. But I'm definitely getting a love and war energy, so it's also giving a very Venetian feel to it. But Libra is also Libra, Taurus. I'm also getting a bit of Scorpio, and Gemini is very heavy in your reading, Pisces. So these could be placements that you have, or people who are going to show up in your life that have some of these placements. But you're being called to have balance in your life and to focus on peace and rest at this time. Rest is what's going to bring you more structure. It's going to bring you more ideas. It's going to bring you more clarity. It's going to help you to really get things in order, okay? I'm hearing think logically. Your numbers are 222, 1010. Seeing 1010 on the clock is a sign for you. Okay, let's get to it. I'm hearing love and war, love and blood. So it says, beautiful Freya is the Norse goddess most known for love, fertility, and her connections to spring. But she's also the goddess of war and blood, the deep red blood of loss and sweat of sacrifice. Why is it that the seemingly polar attributes of love and war both fall under Freya's domain? It could be because both require tremendous sacrifice and both require us to feel and to be present and fully in the moment. Whether we are in the act of fighting or lovemaking, we are most in tune with our bodies, instincts, and the I just heard closeted fear. There's a closeted fear that needs to be released, you guys. Most in tune with our bodies. I'm hearing dancing movement is going to help to shake up stagnant energy in your body. So if you guys have been doing some type of physical activity, continue on this path. Try different forms of physical movement in ways to express yourself freely. I'm seeing free movement. That's really going to help you to tap into, I'm hearing higher frequencies, and it's going to help you to release pent up energy. So most in tune with our bodies, instincts, and the closest we can be to our most bestial selves, or bestial selves. Freya asks you to step out of your mind and into your body. Feel and see things as they are without the perception of our minds put on everything we encounter. If you feel called, you can petition to Freya. All right, you guys, I'm also getting Marilyn Monroe. I'm hearing the Marilyn Monroe effect, where you just simply are in the feeling of sensuality and of creation and of power. I'm getting there's a confidence that's going to come from you expressing yourself more. It's going to shift you. In fact, you could start to look quite different in some sort of way. Like your aura, your glow is going to be unique. I strongly feel like FKA Twigs, I don't know if her new album is going to be called Eusexua, but I know her new song is called Eusexua, and by no means am I trying to promote her, but we are here, and she is very creative and very talented, and I feel like her energy is kind of coming through here. So I'm going to mention that for you guys. Pisces, this is very powerful. You bringing balance to different aspects of yourself and really focusing on self-expression through movement and creativity as well as fashion. All right, so we have dagger, severance, survival, defense, protection, magic. Dagger is about knowing when to fight and when to surrender. Unlike sword symbolism, which focuses mainly on intellect, daggers are instruments of instinct. When this card shows up in a reading, it asks us to challenge our instincts and take inventory of the places in our life where we are expanding. Expanding, do you hear that? Expending our energy on an unwinnable battle. Often we want something so badly that we fight harder and longer than we need to for something that is not meant to be ours. On the flip side, being overly defensive can prevent you from growing and can encourage others to stay away. Whether you are holding yourself back from someone or something you want because of fear or the opinions of others, ask yourself, where are you holding yourself back? Can you release your grip on the metaphorical daggers and be open to vulnerable receptivity? Really tapping into the divine feminine, the creator, and receiving, allowing yourself to receive, but also knowing when to place yourself in an environment so that you can receive more and allow people in, right? This is ultra divine feminine. Daggers ask us to surrender to spirit and act not only on instinct, but also deep wisdom. So, dagger, defense, self-mutilation, ritual, severance, stealth, boundary, hyssop, sacrifice, protection, release. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there's children. And I'm hearing a child saying, Daddy, Daddy. So maybe there's something with the divine masculine or connecting with the father figure. I'm hearing, what's his name? George Michael, I Can Be Your Father Figure. That song could be symbolic as well. I'm getting a lot of strong fashion influence here and creativity. That's what I have for you, Pisces. Love ya. Also, that full moon could have been very powerful for you. Could have really been symbolic for you. But I'm getting blood oaths, and be mindful of the sacrifices you make and if they're worthwhile. Your ancestors are helping you. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's a sign. Maybe birds could be a message for you as well. Connect with your inner child. Love on yourself. There's good things coming, Pisces.